Anybody still out there? Can you hear me? Let me see if I can get the music started. Good. I lost electricity. Everything went dark, and then my internet went goodbye. I was just getting ready to get up and go reset it. And we don't have very many here. Not like in New Mexico. Oh my God, I had them like at least once a week, daily. I would get blips. I would not set the power button, I mean the clock on my microwave. I had to reset it so often because of power blips. That's good. Yeah, I was just in a bad place for them up there in Estancia Valley. Unless someone hits a pole. And that happens there. Um, I was just looking, Discord gives me a little notice said stream seems to have stopped. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Everywhere. Let's just say play. No? Queen. That's who I added more stuff from. Queen. Humphrey. Okay. Let's do a refresh on this. Um, there it is. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, guys. How's that sound? Wow. That came in full blast. That was sorry. Yeah, at least it wasn't a bad blast. Good point. But looks like I lost some of my viewers, but that's okay. We're still having fun. I'm putting on some color in this pretty thing. Yeah, I, yeah, that would be nice. I was kind of liking what I saw number-wise, but then I try not to trust Twitch stats because they haven't been accurate since I started streaming. Yeah, for a minute, I was hoping it was going to come back up and I wouldn't lose anything. No, takes a minute sometimes to notice that something's wrong. If you just hit refresh, you usually stay where you were. Some don't. I don't know that. I don't know how many people know that. But that's okay. I mean, I had some awesome numbers. I liked that. 3, 2, and 2. Yeah, thank goodness it wasn't playing a louder song when I restarted it. Because that would have probably busted a few eardrums. Ooh. Okay. I see some really pretty colors right in here that, and there's some over here too, and there's a couple of them along in here that I'm like, those are going to look so nice when I get them on. But I don't want to, well, I am jumping around. It doesn't matter how I put them on. Okay. And Fidget's probably asleep. So he'll get to see these colors for the first time tomorrow if he gets on tomorrow. Interrupted. Yeah, he'll get the update tomorrow. Yeah, this song really does also smack of Stalker. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Putting some color in Miss Fairy Girl. And that is an undersized bead. Take it off. Oh! Shh. I hate when I do that. It slips right through my fingers. Like I don't even have a hold of it. Okay, I don't think I lost any beads. I don't see any. Looking all around. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can do this without dropping the pen in the bead tray. Well, pick up the bead. What time is it? Oh, goodness. Okay. When I put these down, I'm going to need to take my dogs out for a few minutes. Or I need to be gone for a few minutes. I need to take my dogs outside. And I think I'm just going to put them to bed. And I need to make Miss Luna's food so I can let her come down. And that's the first thing she looks for is her dinner. Dump them all over the couch. Oh, lovely. I am on the couch. I keep sheets all over my couch and blankets so that I don't have so much dog hair to clean off all the time. I mean, I still have it, but it keeps my cushions a bit cleaner. I don't have to take my covers off and wash them as often. And where I just did it, I would have dumped them all over me. And they would have been coming down onto the painting too, I think. And I don't see any. So, fingers crossed. I still have plenty more though. That's a pretty color. I like this one. Yeah, I have done that a few times recently, Meryl. I just hate when that happens. It's like, oh, all those beads. Now I have to find them and pick them up. And I can't always find them all. I always discover them again, I mean, for a couple of days if I've spilled very many. Yeah, it is frustrating. Very frustrating. But yeah, it's part of diamond painting. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going to be right, well, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. That might be 20. I'll try not to take 20. Depends on how long the dogs take. I'll be back. Okay. Bedtime. Bedtime. Go. Come on. It's bedtime. I know. Come on. Bedtime. Good girl. Yes, my good girl. No, no. Okay, come on. Hey. Don't stop. Luna. I'm back. Yes. And you heard Luna. She came down yelling. And thank you. She always, poor Luna, always thinks she's been forgotten. Okay. I'm going to do the teas that I missed real quick. Oh, Rick, I was just wondering where you've been. I haven't heard from you in a while. Hello, hello. How are you, sir? Fever finally broke? You can actually, oh, wow. Sounds like you had, actually sounds like bronchitis or pneumonia, or possibly COVID. Lou A has been nasty too. And so it could be one of the, yeah, there's a couple strains out there this year, right, Meryl, that have been pretty bad. Makes me glad I don't get out much. Okay. More than missed some of these. I pulled the paper back a little bit, so we're going to leave it at that. But I think I got all the ones I missed before. I'm going to do H next. I see a lot of H up here. Fever that lasts for days and heavy cough. Ugh. And the rest of the family, they're well too? 6 COVID tests, 2 per family member, all have been negative. We've had this over 2 weeks. And then probably what Meryl says. Flu. There's not much they're going to do for you for flu. They'll treat your symptoms, but that's about all they can do because flu's a virus. We don't have any antiviral medications. We'll get those later. I'm going to do this. 16. Next color. Oh, okay. Oh, it's something you have to swallow. Ew. Hi, Luna. Yeah. Yeah, he's in bed, asleep. Yeah. Come here. Come here, I fixed your bed. And actually, with her down here, it's going to be easier to move that over here. There, now if Luna tries to walk across the table next to me, it doesn't have all my beads across it. You've all had flu, strep, and whatever in your lungs. It's deep as well. Cough fits that make you sick, putting so much pressure on the stomach and diaphragm. I am so sorry to hear that, Maverick. Oh my God, you poor people have been sick all winter long. That's just no fun. Okay, here we go. So I have found a new product, Maverick, for putting beads down. It's a putty. And I got it on Amazon, and it's the coolest stuff. I'm not constantly messing with the glue, and it doesn't leak out around the edges, and I'm not having to add more all the time, and it's really cool. Doesn't leave itself behind. You haven't touched any diamond painting stuff since you finished the one for your wife, day before Valentine's? When you said you were sick, I figured you probably had not. I did see, and look at that, I missed a C. Okay. I'll put it in later. I've done a couple I did Earth Rising, which to me looks like Earth rising over like a moonscape, but there's like a body of water and it's reflecting at on the bottom half of it. It's really cool. I liked it. And then I just finished The Universe. It has Earth and planets. It turned out better than I thought it would. I was pleased with it. Played on the Switch. That's about the extent of what you can do. If you're that sick, yeah, man, you do what you got to do and get well. Entertain yourself however you can, when you can. Lots of sleep or rest. Can't always sleep when you're that sick. And fluids. Lots and lots of fluids. Rare. Oh, I forgot to put your water down, didn't I? Okay. Well, you've got water upstairs, and you go upstairs all the time, too. So I'm not going to let that worry me yet. I am glad you came in to say hello, though. Let me know how you're doing, Maverick. I'm sorry you're so sick. I I I can empathize. I have been that sick. It is no fun. Where you going? I got your place over here. No, ma'am. Now you maybe lose a bead. See? What? You don't like your spot tonight? Yes, I know. You want the lap. You always want just the lap. But you do just fine with the spot. That's a pillow and your blankie, and it's right next to me. She's looking around saying, yeah, it's not on your lap, Mom. But she won't go under the table on my lap, so. Let's see. What was that, Luna? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Cannot sit between me and my desk. It's not going to work. Climbing over there isn't going to change it. I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, I was just a little bit ago. I was getting ready to say something actually when you popped in. I was thinking in my head, I haven't seen you since you finished that painting, and that was like at least a couple weeks ago. I guess close. Only what, the 24th today? Okay, so like 10 days ago, but felt like longer since I'd seen you. So I was worried. I was debating um, sending you a message to make sure you were okay. Well, Meryl, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming in. Hugs and tucks. Sleep, sleep good, rest well. Night. Come on now. I have this thing dropping beads on me right now. It's making me mad. Doesn't usually do that. Ah. Okay. Okay, I need to fix the putty. Here. Trinity, good morning. How are you this morning? Meow. Miss Luna, you can lay down right there. Try your best to fix your sleeping schedule. 11:20 where I'm at. Oh, hey, 4:20 somewhere. So what time is it where you're at? Is this a fix or is this I'm still working on it? Still working. 1:20. Yeah. What I was wondering. It's a late one. My son has trouble with that sometimes because he works sometimes night shift and sometimes day shift. He's currently in a job where he's working day shift. Which I like because then he's around in the evenings. To help me out a little bit. Except for he has to go to bed early because he gets up so stinking early. But that's okay. He's working and that's all that matters. To bed at 8 because you were too tired, created a habit of reading until the wee morning hours on your phone. Ah, I see. That'll do it. 7 p.m. to 5 a.m.? No wonder you were tired by 8. I can kind of understand that. Yeah, they say not to use your phones after a certain time of night, so because blue light keeps you awake. On and off and on all day yesterday. I have done that on occasion, but I've always managed to get a couple hours sleep. I know. And it's like I chide myself because it's a book. It's gonna be there no matter when I pick it back up. It's not a movie, it's not a series on TV. It's not something that's gonna be here now, gone tomorrow. It's gonna be there. I still. Oh my God, I can't put it down. Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God. Yeah, I am a true bibliophile though. A true bibliophile. And then 12 chapters later, yep, yep. I've gotten that way with my beads here. One more color. 2 hours later. Oh, God, I guess that was about 4 more colors. No, 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 no. Yeah, that can be a tough one. I'm lucky right now. I can sleep during the day if I have to. Disabled and retired, so I don't have anywhere to go unless I have appointments to get to, which I try not to make too many of those. It hooks you, you get invested in it, time stands still, next thing you know it's, yeah, yeah. Books, diamond art. I've been known to do that when I sit down to play piano when I have one. Just lose track of time. Using a ruler on your current one. Want it to be extremely straight because you plan for it to stay on the wall of your fiance's office. Nice. Somebody sent me a link, Sarah Joyful, I think it was, that the diamond painting rulers that they sell, you put them on, you can put them down and put your stuff in and take it off, and you've got nice, neat rows that don't need fixing, like this one does need fixing. But yeah, there's ways. I have two of those plastic uh straighteners. I could use that. I could set it down and put my beads right up next to it and make sure they're all nice and neat. That takes the fun out of it. Not really, but it does. And now it's not 420 anymore, but I'm still going to take a hit. Hey, what's up? Fighting to get disability. You just got your first rejection letter. Now the lawyers that you talked to told you to reapply after the 60 days, and they would help you reapply. They said if you had put all your medical problems, you would have probably gotten it first try. You also don't work, so you have all day to sleep if necessary. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm sorry you're fighting to get Social Security. I wish you luck with that. Um, I just put everything down. Everything that hurt, everything that's a problem. Plus, I was in my 60s when I filed, and I had to stop working because of the issues that I was starting to have. So, took them 3 years, but I got it. Age, unfortunately, does. I don't know that they recognize fibromyalgia. I put it down because it complicates everything else you have, if nothing else. And I don't think it should, because young people can be disabled and incapable of working just as much as old people can. Hey, Mountain Girl, how are you doing tonight? Oh, excuse me, that was a yawn. A half hour before you have to get ready for work. Aw. Lymphedema, high blood pressure, thyroid, asthma, vertigo, anxiety, depression, manic episodes, and some other things you can't remember. Well, you told me you passed. I remember you coming in and saying you passed. I was so happy for you. 6 driving faults. That's horrible, Trinity. I'm so sorry. Oh, don't be sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about. I mean, shit happens. I thought I was going to work until I was in my 80s, and I am not going to be able to do that. Kind of screwed my retirement plans, but I have chosen not to drive anymore because of my issues, but um, I was not told I could not. I'm sorry, Trinity. That's so rough. I wish there was some way I could make it better. How did you hurt your shoulder, Mountain Girl? And how badly did you hurt it? And how are you doing, Jills? Been told no night driving and limited daytime? I didn't have doctors tell me. I just know what happens when my back locks up. I can't move my feet, so I'd rather not be driving a car and have that happen to me. Puts other people at risk as well as myself. I am lucky. My children have moved home with me and help. I don't know where I would be if it were not for my children. Probably in a bad place. Let's just go there. Just be in a bad place. So I thank the stars for my children. Ads. When it was last year. Last year, every day you cried because you had no pain relief. Pain meds make your brain feel like you're high without the fun aspect. Right. Kind of numbs your body a bit. Trouble talking and staying focused. That's rough. Your fiance works from home, so it makes it easier for the days you can't function. That helps. It really does, having somebody there. The extra pain meds put you to sleep against your will. Sometimes you'll be talking, say 2 words, space out, and forget you were even talking. Meds will do that, and that's why I try hard not to take them. I use marijuana for my pain. I take Tylenol. I have kidney disease, so I can't take very much either. Um, Tylenol. I take Tylenol. Your cognition has a lot more issues due to the meds you take, but at least you're safe and you're able to do more around the house on good days. That's good. I mean, could be better, but at least you've got that. I mean, pain is never a good thing. It's never easy to deal with. Come on, put it down. There you go. Yeah, and if you're having cognition issues, then you certainly can't work. Doesn't matter if it's caused by the meds or not, that it's Social Security is dumb, and it's probably dumber now than it was. Anxiety and physical and emotional trauma triggered the fibromyalgia. Um, not sure what triggered mine. Uh, all I know is it hurts. It's not the worst pain I've had, but that's just kind of relative. Pain is pain. We believe in this house as well. These are for one of my viewers' daughters. He sent it to me to do for his daughter, even though he does them as well, and he does them with his daughter. I thought it was very sweet of him to do that. He's in here tonight, but he probably fell asleep, and then my electricity went out for like 30 seconds, so everything crashed. I had I had 19 viewers in here. I think I lost some of them. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. It it could be, yeah. Corgis are the mounts of fairies, and I swear they steal socks from your washer and dryer. Yeah. Um, I leave when I have weed and I'm cleaning it and I have it, you know how it gets all over. I just sprinkle it out and say, "Here you go, weed fairies." So I give to the weed fairies. Maybe maybe they don't have enough socks. You need to find a sock fairy. When as far as starting to safety pin them together, it's still in just a one. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but it is. You forgive them for their thievery as long as they don't steal anything important, you're okay with it. Yeah. If they steal something important, then you and them are going to have a long talk about how stealing is bad when it comes to important things and you expect your stuff to return. Yeah. Sometimes I'll have things disappear and it's just, I say it out loud. I really need this. This is important for me to have. I'd like to have it back, please. And usually within the next couple hours, it shows up wherever. It's usually in a place I've already looked too. Ah, hugs and tucks, Maverick. Well, it would help if my mouse were where I need it, or my cursor were where I want it. Thanks for coming in tonight, Maverick. I am so glad to hear from you and know that you and your family are doing okay. Have a great night. Get some good rest. You too. You too. Heal fast. Oh. This is parchment paper, not wax paper. Wax paper would probably put wax onto the um, adhesive. Not something I want to do. What's it for, Maverick? Yeah, parchment paper doesn't absorb things, so it works well. I hope it's a good one. I hope it goes well for you. Honey, honey, you are my king. Come, and you got me wanting you. 60s, yes. You are my candy girl. A ceramic pen knife to cut the plastic as you go. I can't do sections. See, I started with this up here and I keep pulling it down as I'm adding bead. Oh, I see there's colors down there. Let me get down there. Let me get that much done. Yeah, I do that whole project until I'm down to the last third of it and I just take all the stuff off and finish it all off like that. But yeah, I can't do sections like everybody else I know who diamond paints does. Mountain Girl is one of them. Mountain Girl, did you answer my question? I didn't see it. They do. You're right. Everybody has their own style, method. What should baby? Sweet, yeah, yeah, yeah. Honey, sugar, honey. Yeah. Honey, honey. Um, if you're talking the tape that comes with some paintings, I'm using it to hold to tape my cords out of my way. And when it stops holding, I pull it off and I get another piece. I just messed with my plug. Sorry about that. There you go. So, yeah, yeah, there is that. Put this back up 'cause I don't want to go down that far yet. See, that's where I started. But I always do. I always start pulling it back and moving down. Stay there now. Well, that would be a lot of fun. You bought washi tape from Temu for $5 a while back, but you're not a fan of its holding of the plastic. Ah, yeah. Um, since I pull the plastic off and I use and I can use this on multiple um, projects before it's starting to fall apart and I need to replace it. So to me, it's better. It doesn't make the same noise in the microphone when I'm moving it, doing stuff with it. Because I noticed when I was looking at one of my VODs that that plastic is really loud in the microphone. So that's the way to do it. Just keep trying different ways until you find the way that fits best with your ways. I I started by doing this on my kitchen table, doing diamond art on my first one, and then I started spending more time on the couch because right about that time is when I started having to stop work because of issues, and so I did it on a lap tray. And I used lap tray to do my diamond art for the last 5 years when I've been doing it. I haven't done diamond art 100% of the time the last 5 years, but quite a lot of it. You made your own putty. You use the wax. Sometimes you don't even have to use stuff for singles. Huh. How do you make how do you make it? Because I have tons of that wax. Let's see. Putty is where you take poster tack and add a drop or two of your own essential oils. You just work it in until the scent and texture work. A vanilla one, a coconut lime one, and one that smells like lavender, lemongrass, and yang yang. I love this guy's voice. It is just, he sings a cappella. This one doesn't sound like it's a cappella, but he is an a cappella singer. So, yeah. Me either. This is a new version for me too. Nice to see I didn't lose everybody when the power went out. I lost power after those raids and everything went out. I'm glad. Your corgi's pouting because you're awake now and not feeding. Yeah, my dogs are that way. They sit in their room and they yell, "Mom, why are you awake and I don't have food?" Yeah, my power went completely kaput. My internet had to reset, and I stopped and restarted OBS, but it's like it didn't even know I did. But I did drop some losers at that point. He huffs at you when he doesn't get his way, and if you tell him no, he talk. That's my female. She's a lab pitty, and yes, she's big on huffing if she's not getting her way, or if it's not fast enough. And we're teaching her to talk with buttons, and so she doesn't talk back with her voice. And we don't have buttons that, I mean, we have a no button and a yes button and things like that, but if he gets scared, he hides behind or under you. Of course he does. Your mom. That's your safe space. When you rest in the recliner, he jumps into your arms and snuggles down to sleep. That's sweet. I have Chase Lounge setup on the couch. It's in a U shape. It's a modular couch. It's like cubes, and each cube can be single like an ottoman or have a back and or arms. Um, and why did it not like that? Saribot, I sometimes wonder about you. He's your baby, always shedding, fluffy baby. Yeah, my dogs slowed down on their shedding when we moved into Oregon. Um, or maybe I just stopped noticing it as much. I don't know. Yeah. Um, terms I've allowed don't usually get modded again. It's just sometimes it's the way it is in a sentence that causes it to say, wait a minute, what are you saying here? It's like, yeah, you don't obviously know nuances of the English language. Uh, Actually, what it had flagged was he's my baby. And I do not know why he's my baby was flagged. That, I mean, could have been talking about a child. He's my baby does not need to be modded. That's why I said I just don't know sometimes. And Trinity, honestly, a lot of my viewers do diamond art while they're watching me. Here we go again. Just back with your dog? Good. You love when you first met Chump Norris. Automod had a field day. The word chump got flagged like 7 times. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, stupid Automod. Oh, I've got to go see. Got to go see. Oh, nice. The finished one is really cool. Oh, that's going to be fun. Looks like you got some pretty good blocks on that one. Nice, Jill. Speak of the devil. Oh, and there's Chump. Hey, Chump, how you doing? Nice to see you. We're just talking about how your name got modded when they first met you. Good. Glad to hear it. So we started a new one tonight. This is the fairy girl. The cutest little face on this fairy girl. So you streaming? Been streaming? Playing games? Ooh. You remember, come back here, let me read that now. Just about to head to bed though. See? Well, hugs and tucks. Get a good night's rest. And if I see you again, that's okay too. Hey, you remember getting I, your mother-in-law, and you during the first few months of COVID made an 8-hour round trip to get him? Not even a half hour into the ride home, you were holding him because he was too small for the crate. Yeah. Oh, it's oh, oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a rough ride home for the first one. My tank got sick on his first car ride twice. Good night, Jax. Hanging out with the wife. What a wonderful thing to do. Oh, daughter's on top this morning, huh? Oh, you've got like 30 minutes left, Jill. Got this, Jill. Celebrating. Yes, I lurked in her stream a lot tonight. I was up and down and moving around, a lot going on around here tonight. That's awesome, and she's on her way to 1K now. I don't think it'll take her long. For a minute, I forgot which color I was working on, and I thought I was looking for a new one. No, I just put them down for a minute. Does your wife game and stream, Chump? Even today, he still hates car rides. Yeah, mine likes them, but he doesn't like getting sick. We give him Dramamine. He loves when you get to where you are going. He gets so excited by new smells, and yeah, you often go to your mother-in-law's house for visits. That's nice. She helped you out a lot when you first started streaming. She's that kind of girl, isn't she? That's wonderful. I'm excited for it too. I think that's awesome. That's just like cool. I was lurking in her stream that night too, actually. I have. She picked out a diamond painting that I have on my agenda to do for her. I'm excited. There were a few before her, but it's gonna be gorgeous. It'll take me probably a couple of weeks. It's a big one. It's a nice one. Games but doesn't stream. Well, at least she games. I don't game. I always die when I game, and I get frustrated. I guess maybe I just don't have patience for that. I mean, I have patience. I worked in schools. I worked with kids in a library. I worked with kids a lot in my life. You don't do a lot of that if you don't have patience. Your mother-in-law has dog treats, food, water bowls, leads, and a basket of dog toys. Her cats hate your visits? Yeah, I bet they do. But they steal his dog toys, so he goes up and steals her cat toys. Yeah? Sounds like dogs and cats that spend time together. Steve Martin. He recorded this when he was doing Saturday Night Live. He was one of the not ready for primetime players. Oh, he was phenomenal. He's hilarious. Healthcare is another one where patience is needed. Yes, yes, and some don't have it. I've been a patient enough to know that. On your way to work, you didn't tell me what you did to your shoulder, girl. Listen as much as you can. Well, okay. Yeah, because I worry about you driving this late at night. It's icy roads, mountainous. I worry about everybody. I mean, it's just the mom gene I have, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna miss some fours, so we're gonna put on the 4. Your wife used to teach middle school? Good for her. That's no, yeah. I worked in schools for close to 30 years. And when I did substitute teaching, I always told them, make me your last call because I don't like middle school kids. It hurts to the point that's not good, Mountain Girl. Um, at work, do you do something at work maybe? The way you move, the way you pick something up? Daughter is heading for her first trip away with the school in March for 2 days. She's never been away from home before. Ooh. How do you think she's gonna do? Are you gonna be one of the chaperones on the trip? Because most school trips have parent chaperones. Exciting but terrifying, yes. Bone spurs? Ow. I took a fall in my backyard and ripped my entire rotator cuff. They think she'll be fine? Okay. Of course, they have contact information for you if necessary. How far away are they going to be? Um, hurt before you started work made it worse. So did you sleep on it wrong, maybe? You have a bone spur in your spine. That's not fun. There it is. Piece of lint. Either that or Luna hair. Yeah, there you go. Okay. It's been hurting for months now. I wonder if you've got rotator cuff or like Chump said, maybe bone spurs in there. That's the kind of thing you need a doctor to look at. Yeah, I was wondering that too. I have low lumbar spine problems. They said the only thing they can do is cut the nerve, but the nerve grows back, so they'd be cutting the nerve every 15 to 18 months. They thought, and I said, nope, that's Band-Aid, and I don't like Band-Aids. It could, but since it isn't causing you any actual issues itself, they don't think doing it is a good idea, since it would just come back and might be worse if it does. Good point. Okay, now I'm going to do Y, and then I'm going to do 6. Just years back, I had a bone spur in my hip joint that was broken. It's on the front of my joint, actually. It was attached to the flexor muscle. It was causing me a lot of pain, so the doctor, he's like, it's a bone spur, but we'll go see what's wrong. Well, got in there and it was broken, so things were inflamed. So they had to take the muscle, they had to remove the muscle from the bone, take the bone spur off, drill a hole, reattach the muscle, and I wasn't allowed to be um, active for like 30 days. But it helped. I mean, it took care of it. So it worked for my issue, thank goodness. Well, that can go right there because that's what the color is. That was nice. Okay. 29. Yeah, spine surgery is a scary ordeal. That's another reason I've told them when they've told me what they can do for what's wrong with mine. It's like, nah, I will function as best as I can without it. So I always wonder too if they're going to cut a nerve that's caught that is telling me I have a pain and makes me stop doing things. How bad am I going to damage myself if they cut the nerve and I don't feel that pain and I just keep doing anyway? So that worries me. One of your favorite songs, Chump? Nice. I have a very eclectic mix of music. I have a lot of different stuff that I do like and enjoy. My favorite is the classic rock that I grew up with that I'm now hearing is considered oldies, but I guess that fits because I'm not getting any younger. And it couldn't stay classic rock forever. The next round that's being pushed into that category is coming down the pipeline, so we got to move my rock and roll to oldies. That's okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So, Jills, speaking of sun, how's mortgage process? Is person back from vacation? Is things moving along again? Are things moving along again? 90s rock becomes classic rock. Um, Pretty much that was heavy metal, hip hop, and rap. I did not like any one of those. Heavy metal, I feel like was just screamers and noisemakers. Rap and hip hop, I did not appreciate the things they sang about, shall we say. It's cleaned up a lot over the years. There are groups like that that I can listen to now, but I just, yeah, no. Those three styles of music came about in during the 90s, late 80s and 90s. Not for me. I mean, I even listened to disco. There is some good music for disco. It didn't last very long. It was an era that did not last very long at all. His mortgage has been fully approved, just waiting on word when he gets the keys, we think in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Ah, okay. Takes a while. Fully approved, but you still have to wait. Wow. I am so happy he's been fully approved. So sorry he has to wait so long. That's got to be frustrating. You want your DP space. I do not blame you at all, ma'am. Not one bit. You have earned it. You deserve it. Gives you time to plan it, though. Definitely, Trinity. Not always an easy prospect. It's not always easy for people to take that step for the first time. But if you can make it happen, it is more beneficial for you. Kenny G. Bought a house, and then a few months later got your license to drive. That's funny. You bought a house before you had your driving license. Jill's just got hers last Friday. Congratulations, Jill. You just got your learner's permit before you bought your house. Got house super cheap. My husband and I bought our first house together. Super cheap. It was HUD home. And we got it for super cheap. I think it had been foreclosed on. I'm not sure. And I have owned my home since that time. I sold that one and moved to Texas and bought one. Sold that one, moved to New Mexico, bought one. Sold that, moved to Oregon, and have bought the one I'm in now. We are buying the one I'm in now. Your dad gave you lessons when you went to visit him 2 days after you moved into your house. Heading to the charity shop soon for old clothes for daughter trip, as all her clothes are new and don't want them wrecked. Understand. They will be doing outdoor activities. Yeah. I don't blame you there. You're a smart woman. It's a good way to do it. Go get her some secondhand stuff she can take and destroy. It won't matter. So is she off yet? A few more minutes? She's still got a few more minutes, doesn't she? That's what I thought. Sometimes I can remember things pretty well. Sometimes I struggle with this old brain of mine. Speaking of, we should all smoke. Anyone who smokes. Let's do a hit. We were talking the other night. Oh, excuse me. About me adding a redeem. And I don't remember what it was. Yeah, it's been an hour. My hits last about an hour right now. That's not bad. Yes. I realize it's not 420, but... And here I have this too, chump. Hey. What's up? Want to get high? What you got? Whatever. But not for me, whatever. Weed. I like the dog. That's cute. Lay down. Rare. Zebra. Is that a zebra? A laughing zebra? Oh my goodness sake, it is. Oh, that's too cute. So now you're dying. Oh, Trinity, I'm sorry. That's no good. Don't die on us. Drink cold water, quick. Excuse me. I was over here. I was just looking at numbers that I have missed. That's okay. This is kind of confetti heavy, so I'll be missing numbers a lot and filling them in later. Drugs make you loopy in the eyelids, make you laugh. That was cute. That is cute. I worked with zebras for a period of time when I lived in Texas, part-time anyway, at a wildlife park. Well, darn it. Could have sworn I saw that bead on there. Got it up here and it wasn't there. Just a lot of 6 around here. Oh, there's another 4 I missed. See? I saw another one elsewhere, so I'll do those later. Your profile picture is a zebra you photographed at San Diego Zoo? Nice! You had to find some zebra emotes. Well, yeah. This particular wildlife park also had zonkies. It was a donkey-zebra cross. They were the size of donkeys, the color of donkeys, and had stripes. So they were kind of a dun color with dark brown stripes. And the noise when they made sound was the strangest sound I'd ever heard. I can't even describe it. I mean, zebras make different sounds than donkeys to begin with. And so, yeah, it was just the strangest sound I've ever heard. They did not make noise very often, though. They did not. I'd worked there for a couple of months before I heard them. And I just went, oh, whoa. I wonder if that place is even still open. The owner was getting old when I worked there, and that was over 20 years ago. All right. Bead doesn't want to come off. You tell bead it must come off. There we go. Right in place. You want to see one now? Google it. I'll bet they've got a picture of one in Google. Whoa, whoa. Dang it. At least most of it landed on a place easy to get it. I just spilled my beads. I've done worse. I really do hate it when I do things like this, though. Well, if I run low on this color before I finish, there's some on the floor. And actually, I'll look in the morning and pick up what's on the floor. I'll be able to see it easier during the day. I'm sure I've got plenty of beads to get through the night. It would not surprise me at all if there were not, if there were I would be surprised if there are not zonkies on Google somewhere. It's got to be zonkies in Google. It's not, can't be the first time that's been done. You made it to work? I'm glad you made it there safe. And if you have a shoulder issue, yeah, that kind of work is going to make it harder, or going to make it hurt. So take your Advil, girl. You forgot your badge. Oh no. You're gonna call it a night? Gotta take the kiddos to school in the morning. Ah. Yes, look up zonkies. Tell me next time I see you what you found. Have a great night. And what a great dad taking the kids to school. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. So, Mountain Girl, what happens without your badge? You bet. Thank you for coming into it. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. This 10 point, oh, okay. At least it's not a permanent one. Bread, yes, that's what I thought. I had just seen the single Y, and I look up and I see double Ys. There it is. Infection. Give me direction. There it is. That's what I saw. Darkest hour. Always be staying inside me. Just a nope, my voice is That's her away. She's now decided to leave at 8:41. Really? Okay. Instead of what was it, 8:32, I think? She pushed it 9 minutes ahead, huh? No, it wasn't 8:32. I'm sorry you're tired, Mountain Girl. I'm sure you're not sleeping well. 'Cause you've made so many changes to your sleep schedule recently. Love you too, Mount Girl. Have a good night. Hugs. So my cat keeps coming back into the room, like, and approaching me like it's bedtime, thinking I'm going to stop and tell her, okay, we're done. She's a silly kitty. She's a spoiled kitty. She's my 15-year-old baby. Corey got tired of waiting for food and now is upside down along the wall. Yeah, she doesn't. And it usually is 12:30, 1 o'clock when she starts saying, Mom, come on. She'll be happy. Tomorrow's her day to stay down here with me. See, she does also like watching me. She'll sit on the arm of the couch and watch the screen where I have OBS up and watch me. Excuse me. I think that is all of the Y. And I'm going to do 6. Then we'll see. Oh, man. Not yet, ma'am. So at least this one, the number on the number beads are the number they are on in the bottle. Not like the last painting where every other number was a number. So numbers were odds and every other number was a letter. Letters were evens. Isn't interesting? interesting color key on that one. Yeah, I had to be real careful every time I saw a number on the project. Okay, number this is number what? Yeah, okay, got it. Sorry, Nina. That P didn't want to come off. And those were not very well placed. That's okay. They moved pretty easy. There we go. That's better. So, okay, my classic rock has now been classified oldies. What's the oldies classified as now? Of my baby. Ancient. That doesn't say much for me. Yeah. See, I know that the music before the start of rock and roll, the big band era. So then rock and roll was starting like late 40s and 50s and on, of course. But so that makes me wonder if they're not finding a name for that early period of rock and roll that was known as the golden oldies when I was growing up. It's weird not asking what day your driving lessons are going to be on. That's funny because you have your driver's license now. Do you have a vehicle at your disposal that you can drive around in, or is that something you're going to have to save up for and purchase? How was your visit with your friend last week, by the way? insured on your partner's car at the moment. Once your own, eventually understand that. It's a wonderful sense of freedom. And I am very glad to hear that. You move too fast. Got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones. I'm feeling groupie. Ha 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 ha. Feeling groupie. Yep. Watching a woman and watch flowers growing. And she got no rights for me. Feeling groupie. Da da da. Groupie. I'm just keep dappled and dressy and ready to sleep at night. Oh, it's groovy. How's everybody doing out there? I am starting to get tired. Excuse me. See, here I am pulling the paper down, doing beads way down here, away from where I've been focusing my attention. Because the numbers called to me. Hello, hello, it's more here. Put beads down here. That's okay. Oh, Trinity, you bet. You're going to go game for a bit? Put a heating pad on your knees? That sounds like a good... Feel better, dear. And thanks for coming in. It's nice to have you chatting with me for a bit. I appreciate you. We'll do the rest of the 6 later when we get back down there. Don't fall. Stay where I put you. Thank you, thank you. Ah, 420 somewhere. And a Jimmy Buffett song too. Can't get better than that. One more. We're going to do K, and then I'll call it a night. Okay. I love that. Hi, MSV. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. You have an Amazon package out for delivery. Oh my goodness. That can be exciting. What time is it where you're at? "4:30. Okay. What time of day do you normally get your packages? They come in the morning, afternoon, evening? It must be something you've been waiting for a while. Had to order dues for school from Amazon. Was having trouble getting them from Temu. Ah, ads. Realized that you needed a replacement printer wire and a picture frame, so you did overnight delivery. Ah, exciting. It's always exciting to get things working well. Nessa, hey, did you get some good rest? Kind of. Picture frame is for a DP that you planned to give your therapist this morning and you realized the frame you had was too big. Ah, gotcha. So you had to get another one quick. That would be exciting, yes. Kind of. Well, kind of is better than no. You slept weird? What do you mean by weird? Weird position. That happens. Didn't make anything go numb on your body, did it? I'll do that sometimes. Wake up and have parts that are numb. And it takes a few minutes to get things, the circulation back in them so I can stand. Yes. I was going to do one at 420 and I forgot. Well, not 420 for me, but, 420 somewhere. There. Now. I've made some pretty good progress tonight. Got her face started. Yeah, you were up early yesterday too. Didn't I see that you were on yesterday? And I missed it. I apologize. Testing the live. How did it go? Excuse me. You also refused to leave the house to go to the dollar store and attempt to go hunt down one, but you still have to go later to get a binder and some other cheap frames or stretched canvases for hanging your DPs. Yeah. I want to do another color, but if I do, it's going to get late, and then I'm going to have a headache tomorrow, and I don't want to be there. You refuse to leave the house after 4 p.m. unless necessary. And Nessa, your Wi-Fi sucks. Well, sometimes it does. Um, you just don't like being out in the dark? MSV? Okay. Good progress for today. I got a lot of this done. I have some pretty colors to put in tomorrow. She's going to be something. Oh, I don't blame you at all, honestly. Car accidents are insidious. Yeah, it's no fun to be in an accident, and it's no surprise. Oh, so this is something happening in New Mexico. I'm watching the TV up there. Um, and it's no surprise that you have issues with going out after dark, after having or after 4, after having an accident in the wintertime. Wintertime especially. I Yeah, I really don't like being out after dark either. be honest. I do, but I don't usually have reason to, so it's not an issue for me right now. Parchment paper that you use in baking. And I can make these last for quite a few paintings before I have to tear off a new strip. And I like it because it folds. It's easier to keep it out of my way. It doesn't make as much noise. It still makes noise, but it doesn't make as much noise as the plastic that comes with these. You were walking to the store around 7 p.m. during the winter 3 years ago tomorrow, and you got hit. Oh, dear God, MSV. I am so sorry. Badly injured? How badly injured? That's horrible. Permanent nerve damage to your right hand. That's just horrible. I'm so sorry. Nerve damages can be pretty debilitating pain. Nothing fun to deal with, that's for sure. You're just going to look into different Wi-Fi. Sometimes you need to. You're fine, hon. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You have other injuries, but you have partial use of your right hand, and it happened a month before your son turned 2. That's awful. I'm so sorry. You also, okay, Nessa, this one I'm not deciphering. Oh, found. Okay. Found the root to your migraines. So your aura, what is it? Was your neck out of place? And you got it back in place now? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Migraines are like horrible. Now you only leave the house late if you're with, excuse me, both your fiance and son. I can understand that. I think I would go there too. You did explore the e-painter pen and you love it? Cut down the time you spent working on your DP. More progress was made than you expected. Well, that's always a pleasant turn of events. Prime subscription isn't ready. Darn. You're going to have to wait, huh? They better hurry up because you got to resub. You found it. I had to, I'm still playing with a couple of them. I had to resize a couple of them and changed their what's the word I want? Darn it. The from GIF to PNG to JPEG, you know, those things. I had to change that on, and I'm having a hard time with a couple of them, and I'm not happy with it, with my results at the moment. So I might eliminate what I've done and go back in and start over. So thank you for those, Nessa. I did one that's it's supposed to be a motion one, and I can't, an action one, and it's not showing up. Animated emotes. It should show up. I don't understand why it's not. All these others show, so why won't this? Yeah, I don't understand. It's in here with others that are showing. So maybe it's going through some kind of an approval process. Oh, there it is. It came in. Ha! Ha! Now it's working. You're right-handed, so due to the nerve damage, it takes 5 to 6 hour days for you to complete a DP using a single placer. Oh, man. 1.5 days progress in 4.5 hours with the e-painter pen. That's phenomenal. What is the e-painter pen? Okay, that's I'm looking. Yep, Luna's on my lap, Jules. She's not going to let me sit closer. That's similar to mine. Mine has the screws, but the where the grip is at the bottom is, I like that one better. Yeah, see, I don't have the grips, the two different sizes on the bottom. It's a vacuum powered DP pen that you, oh, a vacuum powered. Ooh, wow. Okay, what I see isn't what I was thinking. There, oh, there it is. Interesting. That's awesome. That is just absolutely phenomenal. And you don't need wax either. That's even better. I have started using putty. I like putty better than wax. Yeah, she's sitting between me and the desk, and she's in a position saying, "Don't make me move." It is that time. I do need to find somebody to raid. Let me see what I can find going on. Yeah, not having to use wax, that would be pretty cool because the wax gets in the way. I was wondering if you could. I was looking at that. That's very cool. So you don't need to replace anything you already have. Okay, not seeing a whole lot. That's what it looked like. I have a nebulizer. Yeah. Um, haven't had to use it in a lot of years, thankfully, but I do have one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I think I don't know what to do. uh, Sometimes hard to make this choice. Really a choice. It's a decision. It's a decision. Hmm. Amazon arrived. Yay! You're gonna be busy putting the painting together for your therapist. That's awesome. I think we're gonna go to somebody you guys don't know called Sir Win-A-Lot. He's playing Rocket League, which is car soccer. So, no, we're not. A 3DP portfolio comes in later. Nice. Very nice. I will find a place to go. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, we're gonna go see some, it's a friend of my daughter's that I also follow, but I don't go see very often. She does tend to play games that aren't for me, but tonight she's playing Smite. Fun game with another person that I also follow. So that spooky Neko girl. In fact, we rated her recently. Very nice young lady. Both of them actually. So let's go show them some Diamond Painters love. DPA, folks. Diamond Painters Anonymous. Anonymous. Hello. I am Mama Feisty and I am addicted to diamond art. Please come enjoy my addiction with me. Don't forget who we are, right? Thank you guys for coming in and having fun with me tonight. I love every single one of you. You make my day every day. I keep saying it because you keep doing it. Y'all take care of yourself. Make sure you stretch and hydrate before you go to bed because you've been sitting too. I love you all.